Good evening, everyone, and here we are, the Londonderry View, at a very popular place that's right in Londonderry, but very close to the Derry line. I'm with Tim Stavro. Stavro.
She-
Go ahead, Kathy, you say it again. You say it again.
Stavro.
She must have some Greek in her.
And we're just very excited to be here in Londonderry. It's been a beautiful day, 50-something degrees, and we're just happy to be here. So, Tim, can you tell us, you've been here 30 years? Give us a little of the history of how this great place came to be.
Well, we'll just take it from 30 years ago. I started installing hotels, and one thing led to the other. I ended up with all their old furniture, so needed a place to sell. Here we are in Londonderry.
But there's more than furniture here.
Oh, there's more than furniture now.
Want to tell us where the clowns are from?
The clowns came from the movie Killer Clowns from Outer Space, so they ended up in my hands. But
I know you're not going to tell us your secret, but
she's
just a little bit.
Oh, yes, she does.
I'm just curious
The
as to how
source.
all these artifacts, the creepy ET, just like.
I'm amazed.
He's nice, E.T.
Yeah,
I know. I don't.
E.T. is actually going up for auction
Ooh, I'll bid.
on the 4th. It'll be on an online auction that we have you can find, and you have a chance to buy a creepy E.T. For probably lower than I would sell them in the store. So,
Very
but
nice.
the furniture's like always been in my life, but the other things are what make me happy. I guess I gotta put it that way. Because you can look at like 500 dressers, and you just kind of, because you gotta move them.
But here, there's so many different
And,
It's a
things.
very eclectic
and
mix.
I
It
do
is.
surround myself with things that make me happy, I guess.
Yeah.
And you're a happy person, I have to say. Whenever we come in, John and I, it's a great story. Martha, your wife, is she from Pinkerton, like I'm from Pinkerton Academy, and just great stories, and you feel welcome. And there's so many stories with each piece that's
I was
in
going to
here.
say, yeah. This
Each piece does have a
Has a
has
story.
New Hampshire Chronicle ever visited?
Yeah, New Hampshire Chronicle has been here
I
a
was
year
gonna
ago.
say this
2
is
years
definitely
ago.
this has Chronicle written
Yeah.
all over it. So.
Yeah, Aaron and Sean had fun here.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
They're
I mean,
quite
I
the
have.
bunch.
I love them. They're
But
really-
like, there's so many different objects, such as like when I walked in and saw the helicopter.
Yeah, that's a children's ride that we picked up
That is,
recently.
yeah.
My
that's
grandson's
so cool.
ridden it.
That is really cool.
So,
That is
yeah.
So some of the things you find, and then some of the things people just come into your store.
Yeah, we get a lot of phone calls of people like you have a family member, or you've been here now, and you might
Yeah.
go, be at a party or something and say, oh my, and somebody shows you something crazy, and you say, go to Deja, that guy buys crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Crazy
that-
cool stuff.
And that's pretty much what happens here.
Where's the Elvis face from?
The Elvis is from a local business, Daddy's Junkie Music, that is no longer with us
In
anymore.
Manchester,
I
right?
know.
He was in the
Yeah.
flagship property in Boston.
Oh wow. Okay.
And what about those huge horses that are back there?
Yes.
Or as Bonnie says, husses.
Bonnie's not from Londonderry. With horses. The horses were kind of a jokey kind of thing.
They're a big joke.
My cousin came from Iowa, and she asked me what most people ask me is, Tim, where do you find this stuff, right? So I went on my computer, like I do, and I didn't put in big horses, but the horses showed up. So I was like, ooh, I can't afford them. My wife will kill me. So I let it go, but the horses were in my mind for 2 weeks. So I finally called my cousin in Iowa. I said, hey, your husband said the horses were a couple hours down the road. Can you go look at them?
Yeah.
And he couldn't find what I found. So I depend on myself a lot, right? But so I picked up the phone and found the guy, and we went back and forth about the price of the horses, and then I asked him when we settled on the price, could he get them to Iowa and leave them, and I'd figure out how to ship them back as long as they were on my cousin's yard. That was cool, But he came here with them, drove them here. I paid him gas money, and his family went to Hampton Beach.
Oh wow. That's
He's never
cool.
been to New Hampshire, so he drove them here.
That's
And
pretty.
it must have been quite a
What
sight.
a great
Yeah.
story. What
So
a great
they will end up, I think, at another local attraction around here.
So do like not that this is a place, do like circuses and fairs come in here and see objects, like big
Not so
companies
much.
like
We do
that,
a lot.
or-
We have a lot of designers that
Yeah.
do, staging come in here. Realtors.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a lot of designers that come through here.
Yeah.
They're not going to buy like the horses, the
Or
banana, or Elvis.
The banana, did you guys get a shot of the banana over here?
My favorite thing here. And then we have theater groups that come in here. We just did
I was gonna
play
say this
Xanadu.
is perfect place.
Xanadu with the Brookfield School
Yeah.
Oh, my
in Mass.
Yeah.
So we try to help out at all. Our stuff was featured in the movie The Town.
Oh, wow.
Also the Denzel Washington movie Equalizer.
Oh,
So, and then we sold all the chairs after they had all the movie
my
props
friends
outside.
own the car from that movie.
From the- yeah.
Yeah.
Do they really?
So, so that stuff just kind of happens because I'm around here. So
Yeah, so what other items do you have in the shop that have been in a major motion picture?
not really much because that stuff leaves like immediately as soon as we announce it.
Yeah.
Like they had a Russian room in the Equalizer that had these beautiful red chairs in the restaurant
Yeah.
where he met Denzel a couple of times,
Yeah.
and there was I think want to say 52 of them, and they all came back in the box with a thing about what scene they were in,
Oh my
and
God.
then as soon as those hit the beach, they were gone.
Yeah.
So we have some.
Yeah,
There's some other things we like to build things here.
Yeah.
I like to build things here. We build like some tables that we build. I don't think there's anything around close, but so we have fun doing that, and that's one of those things I do when I'm hiding out back when I'm mad at everybody.
Is that often?
Pretty much. Pretty much. But,
Joe over there.
This is
Yeah.
like, yeah. How about Alvin? Where did Alvin?
Alvin, I don't remember where Alvin came. Alvin was a phone call, and he showed up in the back of a truck.
Oh, nice.
And then you
You were
purchased
doing-
it
yeah.
in person.
Yeah, so that's what happens. I mean, I don't, I got this weird luck, cause like, I'll get like today I was bored, and I fished around and I ended up buying a bunch of old Pepsi Coke crates that were really cool.
Yeah.
And then the Texaco sign that you and I
Yeah.
were talking about.
Yeah.
So, like tomorrow, I got a couple of meetings in Boston, but it's a long ride home from Boston, so who knows where I'll go.
Yeah. So do you stop at other antique shops?
I do,
and-
I
yeah.
do. Unfortunately, like I know a lot of them, so some
Yeah,
people-
it's hard.
we have stores we do fill
Oh,
that,
okay.
around the seacoast and
Yeah.
Lawrence area, so
Yeah.
they buy the bulk of it. Like I told you guys before, I'm a hotel liquidator first and foremost.
Yeah.
So it's normal, like the chairs we're sitting in, these came out of the Cape. And
They're
I had 385 of them.
Wow.
So were they in a resort property?
Yeah, nice property right across from where the boats take you over to Nantucket.
Wow, nice.
We travel quite a bit. We did a beautiful property on Nantucket where we were lucky to spend a great deal of summer on Nantucket. And,
Oh,
my wife Martha, who went with me, all of a sudden now she knows how to be a hotel guy. And we are spending a lot of time in Alabama. We've been spending, we're on a 2-year project there in Alabama. Point Clear, we're doing a big resort there. And I'm hoping that we all finish up everything we're doing around here so we can get on the plane and go in April. So we gotta go in April. We gotta
So
finish
how
it.
long are you going down to Alabama?
It would be a month that the guys would be down there. I have
Wow.
a cruise that go down there. We do new furniture, and this is. I always like to say this is my retirement here.
Yeah.
This is how I think.
I
it
could
is,
retire in here.
This
This is pretty cool.
Martha, who's the money person, gets a little nervous about that retirement statement.
Yeah.
She doesn't see how we're gonna etch out a living out of the bad banana. But it's been fun. It's been good. I've had good people in my life most of the time.
Yeah. So this,
that I started with,
Yeah.
that I still continue to do business with.
nice. So this alone has been open for 30 years, Deja Vu.
Deja Vu is 15 years.
15 years.
15
Okay.
years
Okay.
Deja Vu. I worked with another gentleman on another name, I don't mind mentioning it, Nationwide Liquidations.
Yep.
And that's what we were originally when I was here.
Oh, that would make sense.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, a
If you look at the
neighborhood,
building, there's a big brown spot where the sign's missing from the
Nice.
And, So Jim Bucanieri and I, worked together here and did a wonderful job. We parted ways over the years. We still talk. We still fun. And
Nice.
he's still doing hotels. I'm still doing hotels, and neither one cares. You know.
But now, when you say you're doing a hotel, sorry.
No,
Okay.
Because, it's just such a big undertaking, so
Yes.
when you're taking on a hotel or
Yeah.
a resort.
We're doing the Crown Plaza in Nashua as we speak, so
So-
we're open there.
Now, but that's gonna stay open, right?
Yeah, it
And
stays
Is it
open.
renovations,
Renovation,
it's updating?
Yep. So what we do
Describe
is
from beginning to end.
okay.
It's
So
interesting.
I do a lot of work for this one company called Lindquist, who owns a bunch of hotels all over the world, and they only call me, so who cares?
Yeah.
But
That's
so
how
they
you know, that is
they
fair.
just purchased the Crown Plaza, so that will be being reflagged. I don't think I'm sharing anything that the world wouldn't know. So what happens is we will go in there and pull 30 rooms of that hotel out, and
Oh,
just
literally tear it
literally
apart, yeah.
pull it out. Okay,
Why
my
only
job
30?
is, huh?
Why only
Because that's what the floor is.
Oh,
That's how many
okay.
rooms are on the floor.
That's how many rooms are on the floor. So they get bigger as they go down.
Okay.
We
Okay.
start at the top and work down.
Work
So
your way down.
what happens is we do that. Then your carpet guys come in, you wallpaper, your vinyl. If they're doing sink work, that goes on. Usually with the schedules nowadays, it's like got to be done overnight, but it's not. It's like 3 week transformation.
But that's still a long.
weeks.
That's a short period of time.
It's a very short
considering,
period of
yeah.
time. It's a very short period of time because everybody's having trouble finding out.
Yeah.
Everybody is.
Yeah.
So, which is a bigger problem. But then we're usually, as a liquidation team, we're 3 floors ahead of everybody.
Okay.
Okay, the hotel's still operating below. As we now we're 3 floors ahead, 1 floor starts going back, which means we bring all the new furniture in, we set it up, we hang the pictures, we do everything but make the beds.
So you're pretty much an interior designer.
Yes and no. We work for interior designers.
Oh, okay.
So they tell us what they want.
What they want,
And we
okay.
do what they want, and they come in because it's an inch too far over. But that's- whatever the case may be, and then once we return that floor to the hotel, we take another one. And
Okay.
it just keeps going and going and going.
Until the
it's done.
hotel's complete.
Normally, like I don't want to say anything bad about the schedule of the hotel we mentioned, but that should be finished by April 30th.
Wow.
And it is behind schedule, but by April 30th it should be done.
Wow, but even still, that's,
It's a lot, yeah, considering.
I didn't realize it was such a quick turnover.
Yeah.
With something like that.
Yeah.
That's a
All right, now,
lot.
Yeah.
everything you take out of
Yes.
the hotel, the resort,
It's
Yeah.
gotta go somewhere.
that's
So do you sell it or do you
Right.
take it here?
Well, the
Yeah.
perfect world is that I already have it sold and goes onto somebody's truck and I'm waving bye-bye with it.
Yeah.
With a check in my hand. Unfortunately, the hotel business is really tough for us now because, even the lower end hotels out there are having these stipulations where they can't take these chairs because I can't prove they were California 133 and they're fire resistant. So if say these chairs go down to a beautiful place down in Hampton Beach, and the fire department comes in and there's no tag that says
Oh, my
they have to
goodness.
take them out. So you have a lot of trouble selling back into the industry, which
Yeah.
is really what this was all
All
about. To
about
take the
it.
Hilton and sell to every property down in Hampton Beach.
the
So-
inns and.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I feel like I'm leaning this way and ignoring you.
I know, it's okay.
That's all right.
But I guess they were like hounding me more with questions.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's, the
We didn't get a
ske-
chance to get a question in.
the schedules are getting, like I always say the schedules are at Disneyland. I mean, I'm famous for throwing the schedule in the trash when I leave from the first meeting.
Yeah.
And I just say, call me when you need me there.
Wow.
But then, then when I am involved in both in, out, and in between, like I have a big warehouse upstairs that's
Yeah.
full of, right now, I have furniture for Cohasset Country Club up there. I have the Comfort Inn and Suites for Revere there upstairs. So
Revere
Have
Bonnie
fun.
Revere.
I'm from
I
Revere.
have that one. I have all the furniture up there, and so we also, bring it down there and unpack
Yeah,
it and
yeah.
do that stuff.
Okay.
So the schedules are the schedules, and they're tough.
Yeah.
You can't, they can't predict that they're gonna, gut a floor and there's not gonna be a big mold issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
So schedules get changed because of that. Kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And a lot of times because everybody's busy and the economy's good,
Yeah.
everybody's doing something, they can't
Yeah.
get the furniture here fast.
Yeah.
So, schedules suck.
Do you have any clients that call you and say, hey, I'm looking for
Yes.
some particular lights, so in your travels, keep your eye open.
Oh,
for-
Yeah.
that's interesting.
It is a good thing. Like Joe, who we keep like pointing at, or I look over at, who works with me. Like I always give them to him because I want to know you because you want 100 chairs.
Mhm.
You're my girl.
Mhm.
She's Joe's girl because she's looking for one chair. You know.
Cute, okay.
But Joe, I don't want to say I'm not personal because some people like me, some people don't. I don't really worry about that. But Joe is like on our computers. He's like answering questions really quick. I will not. I tell everybody I'm not.
He was very
Yeah.
responsive when I walked in here and asked about the helicopter.
Who, Joe was?
Yeah,
Hey.
good job, Joe.
All right, we'll keep Joe one more day.
Okay.
But
Even though he quits every day. But
yeah. But we do that. And one time I had a client that gave me a list of stuff for a haunted house. It was the funnest time I had.
I bet.
I took
That
off
is
on
so-
Sunday with
this
my
is
truck.
a haunted
It came
house.
back full.
Oh my
And I
God.
had such a ball. I don't know if they're spending their money instead of mine, but it was really
That's a-
fun.
Yeah, that's
You know?
probably the key to it.
So when people say stuff to me, I hear it. I don't really respond right away, but if I see it, I'm like right on.
You get it.
Like the most asked thing here is bunk beds and bookshelves,
Really?
and that's the hardest thing for us.
I don't walk in here and think bunk beds.
I don't either.
Well,
I
this
think
place
cool
is.
movie props.
You could liquidate
Maybe,
places.
yeah.
I have. I did the
Yeah.
YMCA in
I-
Boston
yeah.
when we had,
Well,
I don't know,
Watertown has a lot
150,
of
yeah.
that. The
Bunk beds.
scariest
So-
bunk
Yeah.
beds, yeah.
Where are some of those massive, gorgeous magazine style chandeliers come from?
Okay, so I have a fetish for chandeliers.
I could tell.
Instead of looking at
So
it,
the
just
one over there, I
over
have
there.
11, I bought 11 of those over there.
So where did they come
Those
from?
come out of hotels, yeah.
Yeah.
This one's out of the Four Seasons
Oh my
ballroom.
God.
You mean the grand one back there? Maybe we can
Yeah.
take a picture of it
And then
Or
there's
just
one
take it with us
further
and
that
buy
was
it.
out of a lobby that's Murano glass that
Oh
has
my
24 karat gold on it.
Wow.
The one in back of me that you're talking about that's lit
Yeah.
way back
The
is
one above the bed.
that came out of somebody's
love
house.
What?
Yeah.
I want to move into their house.
Some lady bought a house on Great Bay and she called me and she said, I can't stand this chandelier, Timmy, come get it.
Oh wow.
So
I
I
would
go to
never
the
have
house
that
and
issue.
I'm walking, the floor is just rafters because she gutted the whole place. And all that was left was a chandelier. So sticks and rafters.
Oh my.
And I'm like going, how do you expect me to get down? I can't even get a ladder. And it had a genie, so it came right to me.
Oh.
So I guess
oh,
if you got an
nice.
expensive chandelier, you
Yeah.
might as well pay the $1,000 for the lift.
You mean so it can lower it?
So
I've
you can
never
clean
heard
it.
of that.
You can clean it.
Because
My
we-
daughter has that.
Yeah.
She has that.
Oh,
It's
now we
just
know
a
who's got the
house.
money.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's exactly what you're saying, but her chandelier
We'll come to
Lowers-
it.
comes down. It comes all the way down
Yeah.
so she
You
can
can,
clean
because
it.
ours is
And
up
then
there,
it goes
but
back.
Yeah,
connect-
they're
It goes all
lips.
the way up.
It does
Yeah.
on it.
Your
I never knew
electrician
that.
has to put
I
it
don't
on.
have a chandelier, so I don't have
Oh.
that issue. So.
But we have small ones too.
Oh,
my
perfect.
gosh, that's
We are
nice.
working on a
Look at
real
that
nice
ball.
one. I don't
Yeah,
want to talk about
because the
it.
kids
That's
Well,
okay.
I'll
Don't
jinx
jinx
it.
it. Don't jinx it.
I never
So
knew
coming
that.
down and going up and
I've
coming
never
down.
heard of that, like, because ours, like, we never
It's
know
a
how to clean
$1,000
it.
fixture. So if you're like neurotic and want to
Yeah,
clean every day,
Because ours is
you
just.
should have it. You can call a company that bag it.
We did it
fume
one
it.
time. It's embarrassing to think
So
about.
do you let people borrow props for things
I-
like plays, or do you prefer?
I got some bad stories about that.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit of trouble with that. And then I met this guy that does a lot of props. Him and I have we have a fetish. He actually did a lot with that movie Ted.
Best movie ever.
That's
Like I went
best
into
guy
I
ever.
went into his living room to talk, to sit and talk, and there was no couches or furniture. And I said, "Where's your furniture go?" $3,000 for the week. They got it on the set. So he's renting his furniture.
Oh my God.
So I said to him, I said, "How do you figure out how much you could rent this chair for?" He goes, "It's the price of fixing it,
Yeah.
or the damage." So I have a couple of Supermen here, but I let one of the Supermen go to something, and it came back less than it was.
The Superman?
Yeah.
Like the big guy
The
out
big
back?
guy.
This guy over here.
Oh wow, he's
There's one over
fantastic.
there too.
He's great.
So-
I want Superman.
It's really tough, and it was for a children's thing, and I thought I was doing a nice thing, but then
Yeah, it's
he's
yeah,
gonna
I can
cost me
understand that.
$3,000 to replace.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
But should I charge a company $3,000 to rent it?
No, yeah, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying.
So it's kind of like you know, I don't know what to do. I'm really that one's really not eluding me too much because most of the people that come to Hollywood, people they just buy the stuff and then they have auctions at the end. Of
Right.
At the end of the movie, so
So besides the bad banana, what's your favorite piece of?
I haven't figured that out. People ask me all the time. And I don't know.
I feel like it's too hard to have a favorite. And it's
There's
amazing.
so many.
I guess I'm done with them once I buy them.
Yeah, because the excitement
Okay.
is.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Satisfying.
Like this thing up here, this is made by a famous artist. I don't know if you guys, can I get up for a minute? So, this thing's really cool. It's made by a famous artist. And,
Oh my
and it's, I like fell in love with that when the lady walked in. And, it ended up going through one of the auctions we have and I ended up with it. Now, if you look it up, it's $3,000.
Is that what you sell it for?
No. I'll go fishing, but I don't know,
Yeah.
you know. And I actually didn't know it, but after we looked this one up and found out who the artist was, over on the other side, I have a life-size one this big that I call the guillotine that I've had for years. That's by the same artist.
Oh my god.
So I can only imagine what that one's worth.
Yeah.
But you know, I won't. You know, it's
Oh, Gollum's up there.
yeah, Gollum's here.
Oh my god. That's so
Watto's
cool.
here.
Who is?
Watto, he's up there.
Oh, okay.
With Jabba the Hutt's
Yeah.
buddy.
Wow, my goodness.
Oh, I need to take a picture of that from that. Or better yet, buy it.
And do people bargain with you, Tim, when
Oh,
they come
please.
in?
Oh, please.
You're
Oh.
pretty set in your ways with the
I am not. Deja Vu, like the staff here is like Joe that we keep talking about and pointing at. That nobody gets to see. And then my daughter's here, my wife is here. My staff I allow to go 20% with a cash discount. And
That's
that's
nice.
so I don't have to be here all the time. Because a lot of times,
Yeah.
like, before, it's like if people don't see me, they won't buy anything. So if I'm out, I notice that the sales go down. And I think
Just
it's a
cool
lot
how-
of people
So
go
he's the
looking
draw.
for me.
Yeah.
You're the draw.
Well, I hate saying that. We did open up a second Deja Vu once in Manchester, and it didn't work at all. And you know,
Oh,
if
I
I
would be
look
there every
back,
day.
if I look back at it, I was never there.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
I mean, I guess
That makes-
do the face.
things you're gonna find out when you come into Deja Vu is Tim's either gonna be in a great mood or he's mad at his whole staff, and there's fire brewing.
So how many people do you employ?
There is the store itself is not handled by no more than 3 people at a time.
Yeah.
But the other business, it could be up to 20 guys at a time.
Wow.
You
And
know.
do you own that business or?
Deja Vu, yeah, Deja Vu FF&E is mine, Deja Vu is mine.
Oh,
you know.
okay.
Martha's too, I gotta remember.
Yes,
her.
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
She's
She's
watching
behind the
that.
scene and watching the money.
Oh,
Me, I don't watch it, I go spend it.
That's
But she's starting to realize, you know, the good things that have happened in our life with people like you guys.
Yeah.
You know, Chronicle, Baggage Wars.
like the stories.
We've had 2 rock bands do awesome videos through here,
Wow, that's
and
cool.
that are getting a lot of play. And all that has happened because of not humping, you know,
Yeah.
hotel furniture.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
because of the craziness in
Yeah.
here, you know.
The stories.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
and
I
the
can
stories.
imagine
We do have a
those
ghost
stories like
here.
A ghost and
You
Deja
guys into
Vu.
that?
Aaron's
Yes,
face.
definitely.
Aaron's into it?
So
Yeah,
what's the
Aaron's
ghost's
like,
name?
So we've had a thing that I've never shared with anybody.
Well, you
and-
can share with the world.
No,
now.
I'm gonna tell you
Okay.
guys. So I used to call it Ghost Kitty. I would be in
Ghost
here
Kitty.
and I would see something out of the corner of my eye go, and I would just play it off. And then one time I was really close and it bothered me. It was like the size of a raccoon, and I followed this damn thing, and it went into an area in this warehouse that I'm like, there's no way. You know, there's no way a rodent that size could have disappeared into thin air. So I kind of jokingly, I might have mentioned it to my wife a couple of times in passing, but I would notice things. So I have all kinds of walks of life coming here. I mean, it's craziness, right? So
I
I'm
believe it.
sitting here, and this woman comes in, and she kind of looked like you.
It's Kathy.
Yeah.
She's been
but
in here before.
She scared me she did come up to me, not like that, but
There go our ratings
she
again.
did come up to me and say, "Can I talk to you?" And I said, "Yeah, what's the problem?" And she says, "I want you to know your father, George, thinks you're doing a great job."
Oh.
My
It's
father,
like the psychic lady.
my
Yeah.
father has passed away. My father has never seen me be successful, has never, you know, he died when I was
Right,
young.
right,
And
so,
he's never been in this building.
and she knew his name.
And she said his name, and I said to her, I go, he wants to know, she said, she wants you to know he's looking over you, and I said, okay. But then I said, I'm not gonna throw you off, but my mom's passed, and she was the caretaker of the family.
Yeah.
And he says, yeah, Muriel, she's laughing in the corner. And my mother had a seagull laugh.
No.
And I'm like like that, right?
I would be too.
So then she says to me,
Would you
and
know?
I want you to know you have a ghost in here. And I said, I do. And I didn't say ghost kitty, right? I didn't say anything. I let her talk because I'm already upset. So she said it's a little old lady, and she came in with a desk that I bought at an auction. And she says, you sold her desk. And I said, oh my God, is she mad at me? And she says, no, she loves coming here. So even the dead love Deja. So she comes in, and I know when she's here because she screws around with the recliners. I get really upset about the recliners.
Do they just start moving?
No, they don't move. They just open. They're open at night. You know, when I come in the morning, yeah. And I just noticed
Are
that.
they comfortable?
She
for
hasn't
her?
been. She hasn't been around. No, it's almost like she's playful and just like opens the
Just to
the
Yeah.
make us have to put them back.
Just to
I
make
feel
me
like a
work.
lot of these artifacts did.
I
come
only
with some
have
kind of
her.
a
I asked
haunting.
her.
Oh, that you know of.
No.
I have a feeling when the lights go off, all this crap comes alive.
You see,
Have you seen Night at the Museum?
Yeah.
It's Night at Deja
Yeah, yeah.
Vu.
Ooh, I like it.
no, I've been here at 2, 3 in the morning with the police because the alarm would go off like a motion detector.
Oh, wow.
And like, you know, one time we did find it was a bird that got in and we left the
Oh,
door
no.
open. Another time it's like, oh boy, should I tell them about the ghost? But
boy.
so we do have that. She hasn't been around in a little while because I haven't noticed her, but
Yeah.
she's not mad. She just enjoys coming around.
But who was the woman then, Tim? Was she?
She
a
was
psychic
just she
or
was
just
some
a person
psychic
that-
person, and she scared me because I'm a non-believer.
Yeah.
And you know, I could see if there was like a picture of my dad and
But
mom
to come up with your
somewhere.
dad's
But
And
there's-
she
George
knew
and-
nothing. You
Yeah.
know? She said something about my kids that was funny, and I like, oh my God, you know. And it was
Either
just,
that or she's been stalking you.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think so.
No.
Wow,
She was like, I've seen other psychics come in here and talk about stuff.
Yeah.
It's like she like got my parents' names.
That's
Yeah.
bizarre. No,
You
That's-
know,
yeah,
and
that's
they've been
weird.
gone 20 years, you know,
Yeah.
at that point. You know, it's
just
like
the sense
really,
that being in here, that's what she came
Yeah.
up with. Wow,
Yeah.
my goodness.
so
boy.
it was kind of neat. But, you know, so we try to have fun here. We have some people that get mad at us because they don't get what they want. And, you know, they can't get us down to that $5 price all the time.
God, I can imagine.
I'll give you $5 for the basketball.
Yeah.
I'm curious about the wine barrels. Those are hard to find.
The whiskey barrels. So I have
Whiskey
Who do you think
barrels.
wines are?
I have a guy in Maine who me and him have been hanging out for a little while. He's one of those I want to call those the bar. What do they call those guys?
In Maine.
The Dickerers. The Down East Dickerers. They have a TV show
Oh. They have like.
from Maine. The Shoppers Eddie guy.
Oh, never mind. I was thinking of the
So,
Duggars.
no, not the Duggars. They have kids. They have kids,
No,
not
that's not what
whiskey
he's
barrels.
talking about. Whiskey barrels.
So
Back on track, Kirby.
every time Bob and I communicate with each other, it goes just like this. Hey, Bob, Tim. Hey, how you doing down there? I said, I'm doing okay. I said, I needed to get 20, I'd like to get 20 barrels this month. I go, is there any deals? Deal! Nobody gives me a deal! And I get them going every time. So,
So you got the barrels from him?
yeah, I buy, he gets them in from Jim Beam, and then I
Oh,
buy
wow, nice.
from here. For me, if I told you how much I made a barrel, it would be like, why do you do it? And it's more of a novelty here.
It is.
It's like
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
like them. We got people that make furniture out of
I was
them.
gonna say like a table or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
A
people
family
like
room.
them.
That's cool.
So it's pretty interesting. What I really enjoy about this is I have some very creative people that are in my life that come in here,
Yeah.
and we always ask to share on Facebook. Like somebody like we had a guy that made like cut the whiskey barrels the long way and make nice coffee tables out of them.
Oh wow.
And it was pretty cool how he did it. I mean,
Yeah.
he gets a lot of money for it, but whatever.
Yeah.
God bless him. But you know, so we like to see that on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to
it's
look
kind of
our
cool.
Facebook.
You
Yeah,
know?
we'll
Yeah,
have
we
to
will.
go look
You know, to
that
see
up.
what other people do, because there's some pretty creative people out there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think I'm really creative, and then there's people that go, wow.
It blows you away. right?
Yeah, it really
'Cause they're so
does.
This is
good.
definitely
Yeah.
a place to be creative, though.
Yeah, we always say you gotta come in here. Remember Barney?
Oh, do
Oh,
yes.
Barney.
I have an almost 1-year-old who loves Barney.
Okay.
Do you have anything
love
Barney
you.
related?
No, thank God. But I always tell everybody you gotta use your imagination when you come.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
imagination.
So like if you
Island.
come to me and say,
Sure, he's like all about it.
Imagination.
so if you come in here and ask Joe or I or anybody in the staff, hey, do you have a purple polka dot? We're not your guys. But we can have this couch that you can make purple polka dot.
Yeah.
So you gotta look beyond what the stuff
they're-
is.
yeah.
I mean, it's, you know,
Yeah.
the thing that I don't wanna educate people on is, you know, you look at the hotel furniture, go, "Ugh," you know, it all can be painted.
Yeah.
It's people are going to the big box stores and getting flat boxes of entertainment centers that take 3 days to put together and a lot of efforts.
Oh yeah, it usually takes me 6. Back to you two.
You know,
guys.
but you got something here that you
It's
can buy
already-
and throw a coat of paint on and make it
Yeah, it's
different
already ready.
and make it yours, you know.
Definitely.
And that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
It's not about that, you know. It doesn't matter that jug's gray. It can be so much more, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are your hours here? Jim?
We are here 9 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 4 on Saturday. We will never kick you out at 4 on Saturday, but we are looking for the door.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because, a
And
lot of
the
people
webs-
think that the store is our thing,
Yeah.
but it is. You know, we have so much more going on.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, and
And you have a website as well.
we have a website. Yeah. I think it's Deja Vu Furniture at earthlink.net. You can get me directly. DejaVuFurniture.com.
Yeah.
We're on the Facebook. You know, so we work hard. The staff, you know, the staff is a lot nicer than I am
Yeah.
because they get paid to be nice.
Aw.
And
Take it away.
I'm probably the guy that's gonna throw a lamp if you make me mad.
Yeah.
But you have another one if you
But I got another one.
Another one. It's not a
How
problem.
often do you change like the
Every
pictures?
day, new stuff comes in.
Goes onto the
Yeah,
website?
Joe we keep referring to up there is
Joe,
our
you should pop
computer
in for a
guy.
minute.
Well,
Just
shout out.
you know, a little
He's our
flash. You
computer
should.
guy, so he is on top of that. My wife tries to handle a lot of it, but she's very busy in her own life, and you know, this is my dream. But she's there.
But 30 years, that's
Yeah,
impressive,
it's
Tim.
it's
you know,
it's
you're
longer than that,
downsizing
but I'm
a
giving
little,
you
but-
30 years.
Yeah. That's so
I've been blessed that I can do this. You know, I don't really want for nothing. I'm not going to Vail skiing,
Yeah,
but you know,
Yeah.
I do enjoy my little.
and your families,
yeah.
you know.
And I like to be able to have my daughter here working with
Yeah,
me.
that's nice.
She's 31. She's single.
You're
You
now
can own all this.
Deja Vu.
But she's a very nice girl, and she's nice.
Yeah.
Nicer than me.
That's
But my wife's like got in trouble because we got 3 Aries. So all of us are, you know,
we all butt
bad.
heads.
Yeah.
Oh my
My
God.
husband and I are both Aries.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
thinking that.
We're 2, 4, and 10 the days.
Oh my.
Yeah, my youngest daughter's the second, I'm the 4th, and my other
That's
daughter's the-
unusual.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I
Yeah,
never get
that's
my own
tough.
birthday.
Yeah.
We'll
That's
come
a
back
blank
and
month
we'll do
for-
Yeah.
everything.
No, I hope to be in Alabama on my birthday.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
But
That'd be great.
you know, we really do appreciate Londonderry's been very good to us.
Oh, nice. A shout out to us in London.
It
Good.
you know, it really has. We've had a good clientele here. You know, we do bring people in from all over. We got a guy from Canada that fills the truck every weekend.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
so you know, we like to help out the community as
Yeah.
well. You know, we trying to have some fun things. I'm gonna tell you, you gotta check the Facebook page quickly because we're well, I can't because I don't know when you're gonna hear this, but we're gonna do a lot of specials here this year. You know, this is one thing we're
And
coming
you
up
do it
with.
on the Facebook page versus
My
your
Facebook-
webpage?
Yeah, my
There's the
Facebook
website.
page is the best way to get to know what we're doing right away.
So
Oh,
can somebody
really?
comment
I
and say
heard
they
about
want
a few
something and then you
things.
hold it for them, or?
We will do that. Joe will
Yeah.
talk to you on the phone and be personal with you.
Yeah, nice,
Um,
awesome.
That's
Bonnie,
good.
you've checked out the Facebook page?
No, but, people have told me
Oh,
things
it's the
that you
senior
had,
center.
Yeah.
that you were selling, that they couldn't
Yeah.
believe, and they couldn't even get here in time.
Yeah, we had a run of 32-inch TVs.
That
We let
Yeah.
was
go.
it.
That's,
Yeah,
that's what
that
They're
they
back.
Huh?
They're back.
Want one, Bonnie?
They're back.
That's
So,
awesome.
you know, I mean, you know, what are you competing with? You're competing with Walmart with those TVs.
Yeah,
You know, so
So these are TVs that were taken out of
previously
hotels?
out of a hotel, yeah. We're
so they're in
seeing-
fairly good condition,
Yeah, I would say, you know,
unless somebody got really mad at a hotel room and threw.
yeah, but they've
I'm not
replaced
good
that
at
one.
it,
That's
yeah.
right, that one's been.
So that's the newer one we want.
Yes,
That's right.
yes.
So do
But-
you, like, do you test all the TVs or not?
We, literally, when we go liquidate, most of the TVs are on. Or the
Okay, so
hotel
you-
has to change their computer system, so the TVs are on while they're
Okay, so you
defunking them.
can see it, yeah.
Yeah, so we unplug them.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we're on making the beds, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
with,
It's gotta be fascinating, you never know what
Yeah.
you're walking into.
Yeah.
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 You know?
That's
That is
scary
different.
It's
too.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, it's
Sounds
scary.
like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I feel like it's a
Never
very,
boring.
yeah,
You know,
interesting job.
it shouldn't be, because like our guys go to nice places, you know, we're not, like, we're pulling out the Chatham Bar and Inn down in Chatham.
Oh,
Mass.
yeah, I've been there.
Gorgeous
It's
place.
nice, yeah.
Yeah, we're doing like 82 cottages right now.
Wow.
I mean, oh my God, I'm sorry, you guys gotta work on the ocean all day?
Yeah.
You know, like this year we finished up we did a beautiful thing down Stage Neck in York,
Okay.
which is ocean.
Mhm.
Oh, let's not talk about the
Yeah.
2 years we spent at the Cliff House in
Oh,
Wells.
Cliff
that
House
Cliff
is
House.
Yes.
beautiful.
Is that Ogun
Were you,
Cliff?
so you were you
We-
part of any of the renovations? Like, because
Part
you
of
did
it.
You did it.
I did it.
Did you do the grand ballroom?
We put chairs in there.
Hey, that still counts.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
But,
still up there.
But we Deja Vu downstairs. We had 30 days to sell everything in that property.
Oh my
I
gosh.
did it in 14.
Wow.
Gone. History.
Everything.
Everything. Right down to the
Wow.
rugs.
Yeah.
It was like crazy. It was like
But you did.
everybody wanted a piece of history there.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
pretty
And
cool.
that's
It's
really
crazy.
on though.
Very-
And that's a good way to market it too.
Very little
Yeah,
came
yeah.
here. It's not usual that they let me have on-site sales like that.
Yeah.
But I was very proud of my staff. I don't let them know that though.
Yeah.
So that's an amazing feat, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? I keep pushing them. I know they can do better.
Yeah.
I want to go for 8 days next time. But it's a lot of work that we do because it's physical. And then it took, you know, the renovation of it took 2 years, and
Wow.
we just finished it up probably in August of
Yeah, I
last
was
summer.
gonna say they had just finished the grand
Yeah.
ballroom. And
Well, they put on another building. So
Oh,
that's what we
okay,
just
yeah,
finished up. They
okay.
added
Oh,
another
okay.
100-something rooms to it.
Wow.
So it's big. It's the original, yeah. So the guys work in great places. Oh my God, I'm sorry that you have to work in these extreme conditions.
Now, would you stay up there if it was far enough away, or do you? come
Yeah,
back
we
and forth?
when obviously when we go to some places,
Right, you
it's
might
more
have to stay.
economical
To
to
just
keep the
stay,
guys
right.
there
Right.
and pay for the hotel and their food,
Right.
as opposed to driving them back and forth. You know, 'cause
Yeah.
you gotta pay for them sitting in the car.
Yeah.
Right.
It gets expensive. I mean, my guys sometimes will work 40 hours and get 50 hours of windshield time. You know,
Yeah,
and it
wow.
doesn't. You know, I'm
No.
selling $5 chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't pay for that. You know,
Yeah.
so.
So, well, thanks for
Right.
having us on here.
Oh,
and
right.
sharing
This was
us.
amazing.
I
Well-
have
Shout
to say,
out to-
what I admire is you can just tell the passion.
I know.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
can.
in
Yeah.
this business. You know, it's
That's-
like, it sounds like a perfect fit, because you
It
get
is my
excited about it.
downfall,
You
is
you
I-
get
Yeah.
excited about the
Oh,
find, you know,
Yeah.
it's.
I'm over it quick though. Like everybody, ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah about the horses. And I'm like,
Yeah, you're on to the next one.
I'm just a pirate lady now. You know?
That is very
But
neat.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
the
And-
pirate lady came. She was the first buy that my staff did without my knowing.
Oh.
It was a big fiasco. I had to deal
Were
with
you
that from the
mad?
kid. Well, it was. I had to call a buddy and say, "Hey, can you pay for the damn pirate loan? Go on and I'll pay you."
Oh no.
But anyway,
He's staring right at
But
him.
anyway.
so
Oh my gosh.
It was fine.
Hey,
That's
But,
cool.
you know, I appreciate everybody that comes in. I really do. And, you
Yeah.
know, it was nice having you guys.
Well,
I'm
thank
a little
you for
surprised
being
that I had
here.
to spend all this time
Yeah.
with you guys.
Tim didn't know.
Poor
did he?
you.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah, Tim, you know, we're still learning and figuring everything out, and we forgot to
Yeah.
ask Tim if he would be on the show tonight. So we kind of, when we came in, like, how come there are only 4 chairs? And Tim was in the back with Bonnie and Kathy.
I think somebody knew.
Yeah.
I think your agent needs to give
Our
full
agent,
disclosure.
yes, we got it, yes. We just, Dick's smooth, you know, he's very smooth. He just like, okay, sign you up, a couple chairs, all you need,
Yeah.
you know, you can keep working.
You used the number 4
Yeah,
on
that's
3
great.
occasions.
But, yeah, and, Kurt, how about our Facebook page?
Yep,
or-
we do have a Facebook page, the Londonderry View, and we also have an email address, londonderryview4@gmail.com.
Please like our page and,
Yeah.
and.
Go like Deja Vu.
yeah. And it's episode 27, 'cause I forgot to say it.
Season 10.
And, yeah, so,
Yeah.
Oh,
thank
that's all
you.
that.
Yeah, all right, then.
Thank you so much.
No, I
for letting
appreciate you
us
guys.
do
I
that.
really do.
Thank
I
you.
really do. It was fun.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
it's
you.
fun to listen
And you're good
about
spur
all
of the
this.
moment.
How
Yes.
can a guy be upset talking about himself?
Oh,
With pretty girls.
oh, thank you, and I guess everyone, right? Anything else we
No,
missed?
that's it.
Hey, thank you so much for tonight. Thank you, Tim and Martha, for doing this for us, and good night.